show ended like 2 years ago. You're a failure. You won't even release it on DVD.
Seinfeld, what are you doing? Failure, failure.
No, I didn't. I had a movie. It's called Comedian. It's how all comedians do movies. It has Jay Leno with his big chin, and it has other comedians like me.
And
Jerry
now
Seinfeld.
George.
What's the deal with that?
George Costanza.
Jerry! You're looking at the new George Costanza. Jerry!
This video went from a video about chains
to a video about Peter!
Peter David, I got it. This video went from a video about change into low self-esteem. Next up on Jenny Jones.
I'd like to buy that chain.
$5. But I must warn you, inside that chain contains the most horrific evil in Japan history.
Just give me the chain.
Okie dokie. Please come again.
Cursed, huh?
Oh no! I'm turning into Harrison Corn!
Open your mouth.
Turn him into 10.
Oh wow, if I can turn Repack into Harrison, what can I turn Greg into? Oh my god! I'm turning into Annalisa Downing!
You stupid imbecile! I told you not to fool around with that!
Oh my god, I think I'm turning into my mother!
Hey, how much for a chain? Well, I had a really good time, Harrisina.
Why the hell you guys?
Harrisina?
That's okay, baby. You want to sit on my lap and talk about the first thing that comes up?
Harrisina! What's going on? How could you? Ah!
Hi, I'm Chris Michaels. I'd like to talk about the cold case division. 2 cases. One about a little boy, one about a little girl.
The Zodiac mystery. Each child disappeared 5 years to the day. The signs in the Zodiac follow one another. Both kids were in summer review. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and the anniversary less than a week away.
I think the greatest cinematic moment that happened this summer is when Don Hopkins, in the first 4 weeks of shooting the movie, had long hair, and then this week, his hair gets massively shorter. So I cannot wait till the Zodiac comes out and have Don's character switch hairdos throughout the movie.
I thought it was the entire subject here of being when we were having a fight to the death between the captain and Jack Sparrow.
The most cinematic moment of the summer movie. When you die!
Visual effects has always been a part of Cinekyd, and was even in the pilot programs that preceded Cinekyd in the late 1960s and early 1970s. Yes, you can't make a movie without visual effects. What did visual effects do before there were CGI effects? Miniatures, explosions, stunt materials like breakaway furniture, breakaway windows.
I took over the visual effects crew in the summer of 1990. I was assistant to the original visual effects crew leader, Richard Canizero, who moved on like a year or two after I started out, and basically I stayed on to visual effects, teaching the kids. I like to emphasize for visual effects with the drawing, because that's one of the main things before you hit the computer to do animation. The director or producer always looks for a storyboard. So a story, it's like dealing with a storyboard, you have to do a lot of drawing to put like what the shot is like going on, or what goes on in a certain animation.
Basically, when I was about 11 years old, I came here. We've been really big into special effects films like Tron and Star Trek and that stuff, and I love that stuff. And when I started working here with the video toaster and with animation, I basically figured this, I realized this is what I want to do with my life. I love this. I don't want to do anything else. I want to make really cool pictures for movies, and I want to be in the credits, and this is what I want to do. And I worked the rest of my life to make that happen. We did these just, at the time they were cheesy, but still fun space animations, where we had just spaceships flying around this little, built a space station. Like the first big models they ever built here was this, oh jeez. They have this big circular space station where it like leaves the cargo bay. It's I mean, I look at it now and I laugh, but I mean, because I probably did that 15 years ago.
I wouldn't laugh, we still use this for the promo.
That's okay. Well, I mean, the thing is that was decent work done by, a 13-year-old. That's what it looks like. And, I'm proud of that, having done that at 13. But, being 23 and doing effects for Hollywood, it's not exactly what I put on my demo reel.
Yeah. What was the first movie you did where you were on the crew?
The first movie I ever worked on was actually Red Planet. It was the second one to be released. X-Men got released first. But I got to work on Red Planet, Digital Domain, which opened my eyes. It was an amazing experience working on your first film. I'd say it was a pretty difficult road, but not an impassable one. Cinekyd was a huge part of that for me. I learned so much here, and not just the technical stuff, just lessons from Mr. Clark, using a day timer, stuff like that actually made a huge impact on my life. Helped me control my emotions and things, and write things down, and just kind of organize my thoughts and get everything where it needed to be. If you want to go into visual effects, what I do have to say is that make sure it's the right thing for you. The industry, two reasons. One, make sure you love it. Because if you don't, it's going to be a problem because everybody else who does it does. And two, if you can see yourself doing anything else, if you think you might also like to be a fireman or a policeman or an astronaut or an editor or something else, look awful hard at those things, because this is not an easy industry to be in.
the cliche. Lock and load. Sad, I just want that completely abolished. Completely.
I think there's a lot of the same type of movies come out now, and they try and do a lot of the same things. Once they do certain one effect or something like that, they try and do the same thing. Like, you know, Matrix, it was cool. First time you saw that crazy effect that they did, and then they kept on doing the same thing over and over again in every single movie that was like that. And, you know, they should think of something new. I don't know if that's a cliche, but they do it a lot.
I'll take care of these people, Nellie. Good morning, Mrs. Wilcox.
Good morning, Travis.
Good morning, Mr. Travis.
Good morning, Annabelle. What can I do for you, Mrs. Wilcox?
Well now, I'll be needing a few staples. Annabelle, do you have a list I told you to carry?
Yes, Grandmother.
Then give it to me, child.
Yes, Grandmother.
Yes, Travis. I'll need a pound of butter, 5 pounds of sugar, 5 pounds of your best flour, a half bushel of dried beef.
Wow, then.
How come I didn't get the pretty socks?
Because you're just not as funny with pretty socks. Grant with pretty socks, now that's funny. I didn't really choose the radio crew. It's just something that I chose when I was younger because I was interested in doing voices and stuff like that. And this year, Mr. Clark just kind of told me, he was like, "Hey, Cole, what's going on? You're running radio this year with Greg." And I was like, "All right, sure."
What's best about the radio crew?
What's best about the radio crew? I think the best thing is when we record scripts and like do that stuff with the actual scripts after they're done, because that's really fun. You get to do voices, you play different parts, and that's pretty much the best part of the recording.
Anything else?
Radio's cool. It's better than, I don't know, better than the other one.
I chose the radio crew because, I don't know, I like to write a lot of funny scripts, and I'm not exactly that attractive guy, so I figured on radio, you know, nobody can see my face. What's the best part about radio? The best part about radio is probably all the cool sound effects you get to play with. Anything else? Well, not really. Good.
My character's Sam Edwards, and he finds Zodiac sign in a bag of chips and takes it to the detective Lord Higgins. My character is Nick Polanco, an Italian from Cedarburg who moved to Sunnyside. And what is his role in the movie? Well, his role in the movie, well, at first it doesn't appear as though he has a big role in the movie. You know, he's kind of unimportant, just, you know, walking by, maybe, you know, giving a little shoulder shrug, sometimes waving at people. But then, you see him start to interact with Carmine. And Carmine is this very suspicious Canadian who has no last name. So, and later on, you get to think that, wait a minute, maybe this guy